Hey guys, it's Michael and Peter here with goodyreader.com, and we're going to unbox the new Bebook Touch. This is the latest e-reader that's not even seeing a huge widespread availability outside of Europe. So it just basically hit the market, and so this is a pretty well worldwide exclusive.
Pretty much, yeah.
So we're going to unbox this, show you everything that comes in it, and hopefully power it on for the first time.
So you see here, advertising-wise, they boast that it is Android, Wi-Fi, and touch. All good things, so we'll see what this thing is really made of in a future review. Just going to show you the box real quick here. Bebook Touch. And on the back, they give you a little bit of brief specifications. They have Wi-Fi, 800 megahertz processor, capacitive touch e-ink Pearl, 184 grams, 4 gig memory. It's got USB, micro SD card slot up to 32 gigs. I mean, you guys can pretty much read this. It's just going over everything it reads. EPUB, PDF, FB2, TXT. Supports Adobe DRM, compatible with Adobe Digital Editions. Not too bad.
This is a reader's reader.
It is, yeah. Not too bad at all from what the specs say, but things that look good on paper aren't always, as good as they sound. But hopefully, this will be good. We have a little foamy, and we have a screen cover kind of thing, and we are left with the European port here. So with the USB on the other hand, if you do need extra ports, you can always go to shopyourreaders.com. They have conversion plugs and all that for the travelers. Also have nice thick user manual. I've always liked Bebook's user manuals. They always have lots of languages. We're looking at 8 different languages here, 7 or 8 different languages. They're always really high quality. They explain things really well. So if you don't know how to use an e-reader, or you're using an e-reader for the first time, crack this open, give it a read. It's in English, Dutch, French, Spanish, all those good languages.
Yeah, Bebook's pretty well one of the market leaders in Europe, and they have been for quite some time. They have a very extensive portfolio, in terms of like products and stuff. So this is their latest one, and form and function, I mean, it doesn't look too bad.
It's not too bad. It's using a very nice it's got a little screen guard on there. Using a very nice hard rubber plastic kind of material. It's very nice. Bebook is laser inscribed on there. You have a cool Windows-esque button. On the bottom, you have micro SD card slot. Looks to be almost like a microphone there. Micro USB and a reset. Nothing going on the right. Nothing going on the left. And on the top, you have your power button and a status indicator light. So we're going to turn this on by putting it to the left there, because then that should go towards the power symbol and see if it has any power in it. These devices usually come with some power.
Let's see the back while it's booting up.
Oh, there we go. So we got some certifications on the bottom, assembled in China, and tells you the model number. I like this plastic, offers a decent amount of grip.
How does it feel holding it in one hand?
Very light. It's pretty light. It's really not, weight is not an issue here.
Yeah, I could pretty well hold this in one hand, no problem at all.
And as we said before, it is expandable, micro SD card up to 32 gigs. So as you can see, this powered right up.
Yeah, that was pretty fast.
It's just going through a little bit of stuff there. You see the Android processes usually show up at the top there. So this is Android, and it almost looks like we're in. Yeah. So there we are. We're in the reader.
You can actually set your bookstore URL.
That's pretty good.
So if you wanted to say buy books from Kobo, you could actually set this to like Kobo or to like Barnes & Noble or any other store that sells things like an EPUB and things like that, even like a Smashwords. I think that's
a setting we don't see pretty much ever.
That's pretty freaking cool.
And now this is capacitive touch, so it's looking like you don't have to really tap it that hard. It acts similar to that of, say, a cell phone or a tablet.
Doesn't look like there's any preloaded pictures in here.
No.
We're not accessible to Wi-Fi right now, so we can't do that. But let's just take a look quickly at like a book and see how it looks. So obviously it's a free open source book.
A little bit of credits there. But yeah, the page turns aren't too bad. Tap in the middle brings up all your settings there. So you have about 7 different font size settings.
Updated, but it closes the font thing.
It does, which is a little bit of a pain. You also have margins. You have handwriting.
Really?
So it looks like you can write on the page if you say
Sweet.
if you wanna, block something out, circle an important part, refer to something.
Really, only Sony's.
Not a lot do that.
Yes.
Sony's did that. The one that did it well on PDFs as well is the Icarus line, the Excel and the Icarus Pocket.
Which is obviously rebranded
Yep.
Onyx Books readers.
They did that well, but yeah, pretty much you don't see that kind of setting every day. It looks like you tap the top to get out of that certain application. Yeah, bookmarks, go to, content, rotates.
Yeah, it doesn't have
Typical things.
Most e-readers don't have accelerometers or
No.
gyroscopes, but it's software driven.
I think
So
the Kindle DX was one of the only ones that did that.
first impressions, I like this.
So far, so good. Doesn't look like that takes you home. It more just takes you back. I think you just pressed that 3 times. didn't you?
Yeah, and it did
Yeah.
eventually brought me home. But yeah, maybe if you hold down on it. I mean,
Yeah.
this is right out of the box. I
It's
don't
an
know a lot
unboxing.
about this, but from everything that I've looked at it sort of takes great elements from Sony and throws in elements like being able to configure what store you want to access
Yeah.
by hitting the store. I think things like that is very, very good. So I'm looking forward to doing our hands-on review on it in a few days once we sort of get the hang of it and all the semantics and nuances on it. So stay tuned for that. Our YouTube channel again is youtube.com/goodereader, and we're going to be posting a full review as well as comparisons. The Bebook Touch versus various other e-readers on the market. So stay tuned for that. And for an unboxing of the Bebook Touch, my name is Michael.
This is Peter.
Everybody take care.